Today I hit a really sobering realization that the season that I'm in is a redefining season. And I really couldn't pinpoint exactly where God had me or where He was taking me. I know I just felt really stretched, sometimes extremely frustrated. At points, I would just pause because what? Like, why are we here? Why are we doing this? What are you doing? But today, December the 4th, was like this light bulb that went off in my spirit, and my mind and my heart connected together and realized that you are so close to crossing over out of this chapter of your life. God has already set up everything. He's not setting it up. He's already set it up. And so what you're doing is, as my friend said, you're getting the last bit of the residue out. And there were some things that the Lord confronted me with that were in my heart, and I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't please you. Because it's not just what you say, but the scripture says out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. And so although I wasn't speaking certain things, it was still in my heart, and that dishonors God. And so as I sat in my car on my break and just began to pray and decree some things, I started to write down decrees over my life, scripturally based decrees, not just emotional decrees because this is what I want to see happen, but decrees based off of what He's spoken to me in His word, and also what He's released over me through the mouths of His servants. And it electrified me in a way where I was like, yeah, y'all know how the older saints used to say, I'm gonna run on and see what the end gonna be. Like, I am going to run on. I'm not going to see what the end going to be, because I know the end is going to be great. And I know when the end comes for the totality of my life, my desire is for Him to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. And so I encourage anyone that is in a transition, because when I tell y'all, I felt like I've been in a transition, and I have been in a transition for the last, 5 years? 6 years. 6 years. But at every point of a transition, there would be like a reprieve. But I feel like over these last 3 years specifically, that it's just been like pressure. And sometimes the pressure would subside just a little bit, as if you had a toothache and it was a throbbing, and then you had a little medication to numb it. That's how I felt over these last 3 years. But God is faithful. And today He was like, boom. Let me give you language. Because while I'm learning that I don't always need to thrive off of having language, it does help a little bit. But that's another thing that I'm learning to release to God. Needing to have the language for the season. Needing to know this, needing to know that. Like, if I worship you, if I believe in you, if I trust you, if I take you at your word, you're going to reveal what I need in the time that I need it. Because this is why Ecclesiastes 3:11 tells us that He makes everything beautiful in its time. And so I just encourage anyone today that is in that transition season, and like you're right on the cusp, the precipice of what's next. Do not stop. Don't get stuck. Don't look back. Don't have one foot in and out. Stay firm. Stay flat-footed. Plant yourself in the presence of God like never before. Shut off whatever you need to shut off. Cut whatever relationship you need to cut. So that way you are so connected to the vine. Because I'm telling y'all, we're here. It's here. It's not coming. It's here.